Hey guys, Sally Tangmala here. My husband Derek and I own Auto Rehab. We've owned our own shop for 7 years, and my husband has been in the automotive industry for 15 plus years. So with all of our knowledge, we've decided to go ahead and post these videos every Wednesday so that we can give you the knowledge and the face-to-face time that we give our customers every single day. So this week, what we are covering in this video is your 30,000, 60,000, and 90,000 mile services. So is there truth to that? Is that really necessary? What's covered in those services? How can I tell someone's actually done the service to my vehicle? So you guys know in these videos we like to expose the truth. We like to really give you the secrets behind the scenes. So that's all you're going to get in today's video. We're really excited. So Derek, take it away.
Today we're covering your service intervals. The average ones that are a bigger concern are your 30,000 mile check, your 60,000 mile check, and 90,000, 120,000, and so it does 30,000 mile jumps, but those are some of the more important ones. We have oftentimes met customers that have been so used to going to the dealership and so used to coming in like, I need my 90,000 mile check, I know it's going to be a lot of money, and they'll bring a list and it's like, just replace everything on there. And they're used to everything being replaced. Most manufacturers formulated this plan based off of what typically wears out. And so a 60,000 mile check will tell me to inspect ball joints, inspect brake hoses, inspect control arm bushings, check transmission fluid condition, check cabin air filter, serpentine belt, hoses, and it'll cover a lot of things. However, sometimes people will take advantage. They will say, well, the manufacturer that made your vehicle said you need X, Y, Z, and this is how much it's going to be to do it. And oftentimes we'll replace parts that don't need to be replaced. And that's where we want to at least bring it to light so that people can be aware of it. It is fairly normal for transmission fluid services to need to be done every 30,000 or every 60,000, depending on what kind of transmission it is. We covered that in the transmission fluid video, and it's very common to need cabin air filters often. Right now we're going into the summertime. AC, oftentimes we will run into customers that will bring a vehicle and saying, I need an AC charge because it's not cold enough. And we'll test the system, and a lot of times the system will be fully charged, but the problem is the cabin air filter is so plugged up that not enough airflow can come past. And sometimes as simple as changing a cabin air filter can help your AC run colder. And so a lot of these little things are recommended to look at, and then at that point us as a shop can share with you the information, and then you can determine whether you want those things repaired. Depending on the vehicle, a lot of vehicles will typically need spark plugs anywhere between 60 and 90,000 miles. It's surprising how much longer spark plugs last now than they used to. They've advanced a lot. They have iridium plugs, they have platinums, double platinums. There's a lot of things that have changed from the traditional plugs people were used to changing every other year, every year. And so with how efficient motors run now, the life of the plug has been able to be expanded. In regards to the spark plugs, there are some vehicles that are more prone to having more extensive repairs if the spark plugs aren't done at the recommended time. And so using your mechanic's wisdom and knowledge and experience to know, hey, do I really need to do this? Do you really think I should do this right now or not? I encourage my customers, some of the newer Ford motors, the spark plugs are a fairly expensive job to do, but it is one that not done at the correct increment can build carbon on the spark plug, and as you pull it out, it'll break off the bottom in the cylinder head, and it can become a very costly repair if that is prolonged too far. On a vehicle, when you get into the 90,000 mile range or the 60,000 mile range, there's usually a timing belt increment there if your engine is one that uses a timing belt. And this is a very important belt to look at least to inspect. And so oftentimes a shop will say, well, it's 90,000 miles, you need a timing belt. So they sell you a timing belt job, and it's surprising how many times they'll open it up, and even though the belt's new or has been done recently or is not even in bad conditions, they'll pull perfectly good parts off and put new parts right back on. We like to be able to at least pull timing covers off to inspect to see if it's even needed. In the service intervals, there's on our side as a shop, it'll show hot weather conditions, cold weather conditions, and it changes what things get replaced or need to be looked at what mileage. Now, hot weather can be harder on timing belts, harder on control arm bushings, harder on hoses, there's a lot of things that can be harder on, and that's why that is very important for us to look at those things. Unfortunately, I have seen where some shops will take the severe recommendation for hot weather, cold climate, that kind of a recommendation, and encourage or enforce it in a moderate temperature area, and they take advantage. Not that it's not good for your vehicle, but oftentimes it may not be needed at that particular moment, and they're using it as their opportunity to get it while the car's in their shop. That people would be willing to ask the questions to see what they're talking about. At our shop, we pride ourselves in being able to do a little show and tell if you would like to see what it looks like, or answer the questions of what is a control arm bushing, where is it on my car, and why does it matter. It's recommended to at least use these intervals as a recommendation. These are a basis. We still have to, as mechanics, do our job. We still have to look, we still have to inspect, we still have to recommend and use our wisdom to share with you that you can make a sound decision in what needs to be done to your car.
Hey guys, Sally Tungmala here, and if you like that video, go ahead and push like and subscribe to our channel. Ring that little bell so that you get the notification every Wednesday when we post videos. Go ahead and leave us a comment below. Let us know what you thought. Let us know if you agree, if you don't agree. Let us know. We love honest opinions. Lastly, go follow us on Instagram. Our link is in the description, and we will see you guys next Wednesday.